Hello, everybody. Alright, we got Ikoria coming out today, Lair of Behemoths. And we got a huge pack opening here. 50 different packs. There's probably someplace where to say something witty. Let's go ahead and get into it and start cracking these packs and see what we got here. So, as they crack, I'm just going to go over as they all just say first. I'm going to read those off. And then probably give packs will get faster as we go. So, we got Skull Prophet, black and a green. And it is a 3/1. You can add a black or a green, so it's like a Land of War. Put top two cards of your library into your grave. All right, a little bit of milling. Sprite Dragon. It is a 1/1 flying haste for a blue and a red. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Sprite Dragon. Pretty cool. Gust of Wind. 3 and a blue for a sorcery. Spells cost 2 less to cast. Control a creature with flying, return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Honey Mammoth for 6. An elephant. Oh, I thought that, yeah, it's mammoths are almost. When Honey Mammoth enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Alright, so you get an extra life, otherwise it's pretty even. Colorless Adaptive Shimmer. Flash. Adaptive Shimmer enters the battlefield with 3+1/1 counters on it. Okay. And Greater Sandworm, 7 for 7, 7/7 for 7. Greater Sandworm can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and it's got cycling on there as well. Perimeter Sergeant, white for 3, 3/2. Whenever Perimeter Sergeant attacks, other humans you control get +1/+0 till end of turn. And what do we got here? We got a land. Savaya Triome. Oh, he's one of these tri-lands. So for this one, you can cycle for 3, and then you can add a red, a black, or a white. Pretty good first pack. Let's get on to the second pack, see what we got going on in here. Oh, all new ones too. And a wild card. Flourishing Fox. Okay, I heard a lot about this. When you cycle another card, put a 1/1 counter on Flourishing Fox, and you can cycle it for 1. So you can pay 1 cycle and ramp it up. That's pretty good. Spell Eater Wolverine. A 3/2 for 3. Spell Eater Wolverine has double strike as long as there are 3 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard. Thwart the enemy. For 3, prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures your opponents control. Ooh, that's like a one-sided fog. Pretty good there. Pacifism. Okay, this is a card we all know. Enchant creature. Can't. Just got new art on there. Corpse Churn. An instant for 2. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Rumbling Rockslide. 4. Rumbling Rockslide deals damage to target creature equal to the number of lands you control. Okay. And is this the exact same one? Nope. So it's a tri-land. I think the other one is a red, black, and white, and this is a red, blue, and white. Alright, I'm getting lands for rares. Probably good cards, but doesn't seem exciting when you get lands. So we got here Call of Death Dweller for 3. Return up to 2 target creature cards with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, nice, straight to the battlefield, that's good. Put a Death Touch counter on either of them, so only get 1. Then put a Menace counter on the other. Okay, that's still a pretty good card, I like that. Duskfang Mentor. When Duskfang Mentor enters the battlefield, put a life counter on target non-human creature you control. For 2 and a tap, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with lifelink. Ooh, I like that. That's 1/3 for 3. We already saw that one. Adventurous Impulse. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature land card among them, and put it into your hand. Put the rest from them onto the bottom of your library in any order. Blade Banish. Exile a target creature with power 4 or greater. Good card to have. Sudden Spinnerets. Target creature gets +1/+3 until end of turn. Put a reach counter on it. Okay, so basically just got it making it into a spider. And Almighty Brushwag. It's a 1/1 with trample. And for 4, Almighty Brushwag gets +3/+3 until end of turn. That's kind of like a Knight of the Legion copy. Oh, I forgot to hit it, but we got it mythical. Alright, We got a mythic rare wild card. Totally spaced on that one, but I'll take that. That won't hurt my feelings at all. Jubilant Skybonder, flying. Creatures in total flying have spells. Your opponent's cast that target the creature costs 2 more. For 3, 2/2. Pouncing Shore Shark. I got a lot. They're trying to copy that. Sharknado. Okay. Flash. Oh, we got our first mutate. Whenever this creature mutates, you may return target creature and opponent controls to its owner's hand. Okay, they're not letting you put your own stuff back in your hands. That's probably too powerful. Blazing Volley deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls for 1. And we got for 1 a 0/5 turtle. Whisper Squad, that ain't too bad. 0/5 for 1, that's quite a bit. Search your library for a card named Whisper Squad, put it onto your battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. Okay. Too bad they didn't have like every Whisper Squad on the battlefield gives you +1/1 or something. That might be a little bit more powerful. Ferocious Tigerilla for 4, a 4/3. Ferocious Tigerilla enters the battlefield with your choice of a trample counter or a menace counter. Okay. And wild card. Oh, let's do the rare one this time. Umior the Collector. Okay, I think this is like one a lot of people. This is the companion, yeah. Okay, companion. Each non-land card in your deck shares a card type. As Umior the Collector enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. So that's like an active sideboard. That's a pretty sweet card right there. Alright, let's see what we got next. Footfall Crater. Enchant land. Enchant land has tap target creature gains trample and haste until end of turn. With cycling, we got Zenith Flare, an instant. Zenith Flare deals X damage to a target. You gain X life, where X is the number of cards with a cycling ability in your graveyard. Okay. Garrison Cat. When Garrison Cat dies, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. So you get 2 1/1s for 1. Good deal. Choose one. You gain 4 life for 1. You destroy target enchantment for 1. Put a 1/1 counter on a target creature. Oh man, that's a good card for 1. Like that. Blood Curdle. Destroy target creature, put a menace counter on a creature you control. Okay, so like murder plus a menace counter you get to add as well. Pretty cool. We got Excavation Mole. For 3 3, and it has trample. When Excavation Mole enters the battlefield, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. A little bit of mill in there. Blitz Leech. And for 6, you get a 5/2. It's got Flash. When Blitz Reach enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Remove all counters from that creature. Okay. A little bit of counter. Oh, I keep forgetting that. I gotta make sure. Alright, let's just do that first so I don't space on it. What we got here. And every time I click on them, I get a land. So I got a land. This one is a tri-land with a black, green, and white. Alright, Easy Prey. Destroy a creature with converted mana cost 2 or less for only 2. Boot Nipper. Boot Nipper enters battlefield with your choice of Death Touch counter or Lifelink counter. 2/1 for, or a 2/1 for 2. Already did that one. Imposing Ventusaur. It's got Vigilance and Cycling for 6. It's a 3/6. I don't know. That doesn't seem too good. Halika Glider. Halika Glider enters the battlefield with your choice of Flying counter or First Strike counter. This is a 2/2 for 3. And Capture Sphere. Okay. We already know Capture Sphere. Alright. Let's get it. What do we got here? This is it. This is the one. The Ozolith. When a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on Ozolith. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, Ozolith has counters on it. You may move all counters from Ozolith onto the battlefield. So if you got like a 20/20 at Johnny Pridemate, and he dies, you can take those 18 counters on him, stick it on here, and stick it on something else in the next battlefield. That's going to make that a lot harder to get rid of. Boneyard Lurker, another mutate. For 4, you'll get a 4/4. Or his mutate is 3. Whenever this creature mutates, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Mutual Destruction. The spell has Flash as long as you control a permanent with Flash. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, destroy target creature. Okay. And Blister Spit Gremlin. A 1/1 from 1. 1 in tap. Blister Spit Gremlin deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast non-creature spell, untap Blister Gremlin. So it's kind of like that Spear Chucker card, but also a 1/1. So that's going to go in the Calamity deck well. Lurking Deadeye. Flash. When Lurking Deadeye enters the battlefield, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. It's like Vraska's finisher. Flash. Bushmeat Poacher. 1 in the tab, sacrifice another creature. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness and draw a card. 4, it's a 2/4. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's cool art. Mythos of Nethroi. Destroy target non-land permanent if it's creature or if it's a creature or if green and white was spent to cast this spell. Alright, Momentum Rumbler. When Momentum Rumbler attacks, if it does have first strike, put a first strike counter on it. Whenever Momentum Rumbler attacks, if it has first strike, it gains double strike until end of turn. Okay. So I think if it doesn't have first strike, the first time you attack, you add first strike, and then after that, it basically gets double strike. Alright. So for 4, you get a 3/3. Day Squad Marshal. When Day Squad Marshal enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature. So for 4, you get a 3/3 and a 1/1. Flycatcher Giraffid. For 5, a 3/5. Flycatcher Giraffid enters the battlefield with your choice of a Vigilance counter or a Reach counter. So it's basically like a spider. Calling it a draft. Oh, we haven't seen this one. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand and exile it, cycling for 1. Okay, so you can, if they don't have any good in their hand, they can just get rid of something in their graveyard. Prickly Marmoset, first strike. For 3, it's a 2/3. Whenever you cycle a card, Prickly Marmoset gets +2/+0 until end. Looks like they got some cycling. They're trying to boost cycling in here so far, despite adding the mutate as well. So Majestic Auricorn, I believe that's called. 5 for 4/4. Has Vigilance and mutates for 4. Whenever this creature mutates, you gain 4 life. That's probably going to be a top card. Nope, I've seen pictures. This is a picture of that thing that was a Polywog Symbiote. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate. Okay, and for 2, it's a 1/3. When you cast this creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. Dual cycling, Spontaneous Flight. For 3, target creature gets +2 till end of turn, and put a flying counter, so it gets to keep the flying. Alright, for 4, you get a 1/6 crab with flash. Seems a little expensive. Durable Coil Bug. 2/2 for 2. For 5, return Durable Coil Bug from your graveyard to your hand. And what's our rare? Cheval Bane of Monsters. For 2, a 1/3. It's a legendary. Has Death Touch. Says at the beginning of your upkeep, if opponents control no permanents with bounty counters on them, put a bounty counter on a target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls with a bounty counter on it dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. We got Grim Dancer. 3 for 3/3. Grim Dancer enters the battlefield with your choice of 2 different counters on it from among Menace, Death Touch, and Lifelink. Ooh, that's nice. You get 2 of them. Alright, Keep Safe. 2, instant counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. Draw a card. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn with cycling. Raking Claws for 2. Monstrous Step. Target creature gets +7/+7 till end of turn. Up to 1 other target creature blocks it this turn if able. Cycling for 2. And we get a wild rare card. Alright, Lead the Stampede. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of creature cards from among them and put the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order for 3. And for 2, you get a 1/2 and a tap target creature. That's just to redo a checkpoint officer. I don't know if it's called checkpoint officer, but It's a redo for that, basically. Vulpikeet. It's a fox bird. It's got flying. For 4, it's a 2/3. Or for mutate for 3, whenever this creature mutates, put a 1/1 counter on it. Alright. Hunted Nightmare. For 3, you get a 4/5 with Menace. When Hunted Nightmare enters the battlefield, target opponent puts a Death Touch counter on a creature. Ooh. So you get it cheap, but you would give your opponent a Death Touch. So I don't know how much that's gonna make it. Okay, for 5, we get a Elk Beast of 6/6. Or this got Mutate for 4. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Put those permanent cards onto the battlefield. Oof. Oof. That's a common. Archibald or Archibelgor. I don't know, a Leviathan. So for 7, you get a 7/7 with Mutate for, looks like it mutates for only 6. Whenever this creature mutates, tap up to X target creatures, where X is the number of times this creature has mutate. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap, so it's got sleep embedded into it, basically. When Serrated Scorpion dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. Oh, that's pretty good for a 1, and then you get a 1/2. Can't beat that. Oof, alright, here we go. Obosh, the Prey Piercer. For 5, you get a 3/5. Oh, it's a companion. Legendary creature companion. Your starting deck contains only cards with odd converted mana cost and land cards. If a source you control with odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or a player, it deals double that damage to that permanent. Holy shit, that's a huge card. That's a beastly card. People are going to be playing that. Oh yeah. Alright, we got quite a few new ones here. Hornbash Mentor. When Hornbash Mentor enters the battlefield, put a trample counter on target non-human creature you control. He's a human, so you can't put it on him. And then he's a 3/3 for 3. And then he has 3 in tap. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with trample. Alright, that's pretty good. Ram Through. For 2, an instant. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to a target creature you don't control. If the creature you control has trample, excess damage is dealt to the creature's controller instead. Oh, so that's like, yeah, that's like that 1 card, but you also get trample. Sleeper Dart for 2, colorless artifact. When Sleeper Dart enters the battlefield, draw a card. Sacrifice Sleeper Dart. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Okay. Pyroceratops. For 4, you get a 2/3 with trample. Whenever you cast non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Pyroceratops. Alright, that's like Spellmonger. Weird. Dead weight. For 1, enchant creature, it gets -2, -2. Okay. I think that's a redo with new art. Suffocating Fumes. For 3, creature your opponent's control, get -1, -1 until end of turn. And 2 for cycling. That's pretty good. Wipe out a bunch of. Oh, here we go. Eerie Ultimatum. For 2 white, 3 black, and 2 green. Sorcerer. You return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you can get 1 of whatever you got in there out. That's pretty cool. Alright, what's coming up next? We got Divine Arrow for 2. An instant Divine Arrow deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Pretty good. And Patagia Tiger. For 5, you get a 3/4 flyer. When Patagia Tiger enters the battlefield, target human you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. A lot of these have either non-human or human specific. Phase Dolphin. For 3, it's a 1/4. When Phase Dolphin attacks, another target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. That's pretty good. Sanctuary Lockdown. Humans you control get +1/+1. For 2, tap 2 untapped humans you control. Tap target creature and opponent controls. Ooh, we got another one of those. Ruinous Ultimatum. Destroy all non-land permanents your opponent's controls. So this is a one-sided board wipe. This is, you get this off, you won the game. You've won the game. You're the winner. Alright, Dire Tactics. Exile target creature. If you don't control a human, you lose life equal to that creature's toughness. Glowstone Recluse. A weird looking spider. Looks like it's been on steroids. So it is for 3, a 2/3 reach, mutate for 4. The mutate's higher on this one. They've all been cheaper previously. When this creature mutates, put 2 +1/1 counters on it. Well, that's why. Wilt for 2, destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's just like return to nature. Anticipate, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom. I believe that's a reprint with new. Fully ground. You put a ground. For 3, target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Put a trample counter on it. Oh, I got another one of those. You gotta remember to hit those rares. That's good. I got that counter where you move the counters. Sweet. Bristling Boar. For 4, a 4/3, Bristling Boar can't be blocked by more than one creature. Oh, that's pretty good. Fertilid. For 3, you get a 0/0. Fertilid enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. And then for 2, remove a 1/1 counter from Fertilid. Target player searches library for a basic land card, puts it on the battlefield tab, then shuffles their library. And Raw Ring Crystal. For 3, you can add a blue, red, or white, and it has cycling for 2. Pretty good card. General Enforcer here for a white and a black. Legendary humans control have indestructible. And for 4, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, which also is going to be indestructible. That's pretty good. Gemrazer for 4, a 4/4 with reach and trample. Mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. That's pretty powerful. Alright. Shredded Sails. Choose 1. Destroy target artifact. Shredded Sails deals 4 damage to target creature with flying and 2 for cycling. Solid Footing. For 1. Flash enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 as long as enchanted creature has vigilance. It assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Okay. Seems like an odd thing. A particular card. They probably want that to match up with Zagoth Crystal. So we already saw this. This is like a tri-land pavilion thing. So we had a black, green, or a blue, and it's also got cycling for 2. Sanctuary Smasher for 6. You get a 6/4 with first strike, and it cycles for 3. When you cycle Sanctuary Smasher, put a first strike counter on target creature you control. So you can add a bunch of first strike. Bonder's Enclave. So you get a generic, but it's also got 3 and tap, draw a card, activate this ability only. Control a creature with power of 4 or greater. Which with that Ikoria you're probably going to have. Alright. Migratory Greathorn. For 4 you get a 3/4. It's got mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for basic land card. Put it on the battlefield tab. And search your, shuffle your library. Reptilian Reflection. Whenever you cycle a card, you may have Reptilian Reflection become a 5/4 dinosaur creature with a trample and haste, in addition to its other types, until end of turn. For 3. Bonder's Enclave, we just had that. Alright, not getting too many originals. 3/1 cat for 2. Craven Whisperer for 5. You get a 4/4 menace with mutate for 4. When this creature mutates, each opponent discards a card. Flame Spill, an instant for 3. Flame Spill deals 4 damage to target creature. Excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller, so it's got like trample on it. Ooh, Kogolin, the Titan Ape. So basically we just got King Kong. Alright, so for 6 you get a 7/6. When Kolga, the Titan Ape, enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. When Kogla attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. For 2, return target human you control to its owner's hand. Kogla gains indestructible until end of turn. Ooh, quite a bit going on there. King Kong. King Kong. Farfinder for 3 vigilance, 1/1. When Farfinder enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. That was the only new one. Oop. Frondlander, Felidar. Vigilance, a 3/5 for 4. Creatures you control of vigilance have 1 and tap. Tap target creature. Alright. Unexpected Fangs, put 1 on counter and lifelink counter on a target creature. That's pretty sweet. Bastion of Remembrance. When Bastion of Remembrance enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Savai Thundermane. For 2, you get a 3/2. Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 2. When you do, Savai Thundermane deals 2 damage to target creature, and you gain 2 life. That's pretty cool. Like I said, they're boosting cycling. Another Triland. This is a red, black, and white one. I think this is the same as the first rare that we actually got. We haven't actually got a mythic yet. We got a mythic wild card, but weren't able to pull an actual mythic. Plummet, destroy target creature flying. That's just got new art. Snare Tactician. For 3, you get a 2/3 whenever you cycle a card. Tap target creature and opponent controls. Charge of the Forever Beast for 3. There's an additional cost to cast a spell or reveal a creature card from your hand. Charge of the Forever Beast deals damage to target creature, planeswalker equal to the real card's power. And then Necro Panther. For 3, a 3/3 mutate for 4. When this creature mutates, return target creature card for the mana cost 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty good. To the battlefield is always better. Offspring's Revenge for 5, an enchantment. At the beginning of your combat, on your turn, exile target red, white, or black creature card from your graveyard. Create a token that is a copy of that card, except it's a 1/1. It gains haste until end of your next turn. Red, white, or black. Okay. Ikoria, Lair of the Behemoth. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. That creature or planeswalkers would die this turn, exile it instead. Facet Reader. For 2, a 1/2, or 1 and tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Frost Links. For 3, you get a 2/2 when Frost Links enters the battlefield. Tap target creature and opponent controls. Okay, we already got that. That's just new alert. Everquill Phoenix. For 4, you get a 4/4 with flying and mutate. For 4 as well. Whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact token named Feather. With 1, sacrifice Feather. Return target Phoenix card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, so this is just that, like repeating Phoenix with little reconditions so that it involves mutate as well. Survivor's Bond, choose 1 or both. Return target human creature card from graveyard to your hand. Return target non-human creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Glimmer Bell, for 2, a 1/3 flying. Looks like a jellyfish. It is a jellyfish and an elemental jellyfish. Or 1 untap Glimmer Bell. That's cool art. Mythos of Brokos. If a blue and a black was spent to cast a spell, search your library for a card. Put that card into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Return up to 2 permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, we got some new ones here. Essence Symbiote. For 2, a 2/2, when a creature you control mutates, put a 1 counter on that creature, and you gain 2 life. Pretty good sidekick to a mutate. It doesn't have it on itself, though. Thieving Otter. For 3, you get a 2/2. Whenever Thieving Otter deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. Ivy Elemental. For X and a green. Ivy Elemental enters battle with X 1/1 counters on it. Pretty good. Probably go good with Hydra's Growth. And That's 2 mythical wild cards. We haven't got an actual mythical. And 25 left. Where are we at? So I got 8 mythicals I could get. Alright. Springjaw Trap for 1 flash. For 4 and a tap. Springjaw Trap. It deals 3 damage to any target. Cathartic Reunion has an additional cost to cast a spell. Discard 2 cards. Draw 3 cards. Card cycle. Frenzied Raptor. For 3 you get a 4/2 and that's it. But yeah, I guess that's just generic vanilla. Keensight Mentor for 3 you get a 1/4. When Keensight Mentor enters the battlefield, put a Vigilance counter on target non-human creature you control. Or for 2 and tap, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with Vigilance. That's where we saw another card like that. Alright. Ooh, Shark Typhoon. Here's the Sharknado I was talking about. Alright, an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. Cycling X1 blue. When you cycle Shark Typhoon, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying. Oh, there you go. Just printing out flying sharks like crazy. That's a sweet card right there. You have to make that the command. Oh, it's not legendary. You can't make it a commander. Alright, we got here Wingspan Mentor for 3. You get a 1/3. When Wingspan Mentor enters the battlefield, put a flying counter on target non-human creature you control. And for 3 and a tap, put 1/1 counter on each creature you control with flying. Whenever you Brilliant Rescuer for 2, you get a 3/1. Whenever you cycle another card for the first time each turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token with cycling. There's going to be some huge cycling decks coming right now. Evolving Wilds, we all know what that is. General Kudro of Dranrith for 3, you get a 3/3 legendary guy. Other humans you control get +1/+1 when General Kudro of Danrith or another human enters the battlefield under your control. Exile a target card from an opponent's graveyard. And then for 2, sacrifice 2 humans, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Weaponize the monsters for 1. And then 2, sacrifice a creature. Weaponize the monster, deals 2 damage to any target. Dark Bargain. For 3, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Dark Bargain deals 2 damage to you. Coordinate the Charge for 5. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn, and you can cycle for 2. Dirgebat. For 4, you get a 3/3 with flash, flying, mutate. Mutate is 6. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay, so that's why it's more expensive. Pretty good. Pretty good. Lair of the Behemoths. Ikoria. Rooting Moloch. For 5, you get a 4/4. When Rooting Moloch enters the battlefield, exile target card with a cycling ability from your graveyard. Till the end of turn, you may play that card, and also it has cycling itself. Savia Crystal. So this is like a tri-land artifact. Haste, 5 for 6, you get a 5/5 with haste and cycling. Pretty good. Lutri the Spellcaster, legendary creature. For 3, oh, it's a companion. You get a 3, so it's a 3/2. Each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. Oh, okay. So you kind of basically have to create a commander deck to use them. When Lutri the Spell Chaser enters the battlefield, if you cast it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Companion Command. Alright, we got Void Beckoner for 8. You get an 8/8 with Death Touch. That's kind of overkill. You don't really need Death Touch on an 8/8. For cycling, and then cycles for 3. When you cycle Void Beckoner, put a Death Touch counter on another target creature. Oh, that's pretty helpful there. And then he's the only new one. Offspring's Revenge for 5. At the beginning of your combat, your turn we already got that one. We've already seen it. It's not special anymore. Convolate. For 3, counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. Sky Cat Souvenir. So for 2, you get a 1/1. Not legendary. It looks like it should be legendary. It's got flying. Sky Cat Souvenir gets 1/1 for each other creature you control with flying. That's pretty good. And then for 4, create a 1/1 cat bird creature token with flying, which also ramps it up. So that's pretty cool. Look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. Alright, we're over halfway done. Let's do this. Insatiable Hemophage. So for 4, you get a 3/3 with Dead Touch, and it mutates for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of times the creature has mutated. Yeah, but how are you going to keep track of all these? How many times these things mutate? Will of the All Hunter. For 2, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn if it's blocking. Instead, put 2/+1 counters on it. And cycling for 2. Lutri the Spellcaster. We just got that back to back. Back to back. Repeat rares. Repeat rares. The Kraken. Whoa. Ominous Seas for 2. If you draw a card, put a Foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. Remove 8 Foreshadow counters from Ominous Seas. Create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token. And then you can cycle for 2. Oof. That's going to go good with the Kraken. The Kraken, the regular Kraken. Let's keep it Kraken. Let's get some packs of Kraken up in here. Emergent Ultimatum. Search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of those cards. Shuffle that card into your library. You may cast the other 2 cards without paying their mana cost. Exile Emergent Ultimatum. This is your ultimatum. You're going to watch these videos to the end. That's your ultimatum. Start early development for 2. Till end of turn, target creature becomes a blue serpent with base power and toughness 4/4. Cycling for 4. I guess that could go both ways. Unbreakable Bond for 5. Target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a lifelink counter. Return target creature from your straight to the battlefield, and it gets a lifelink. That's good. I forgot. Messed that one up. It was an elk. Alright, Tentative Connection. Oh. So this spell costs 3 less if you control a creature with menace. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste. Okay, so for 1 you could steal a card if you have menace. Another Triland. The Rogran Triome. Alright, what do we got here? Hampering Snare. 4, choose creatures your opponents control get -2 until end of turn, and cycling for 2. That's pretty cool. Regal Leosar. So it's a 2/2. It's a 2/2 for 2, or mutate for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures will get +2/+1 until end of turn. That's pretty cool. Bonder's Enclave. And that's the picture of that one. The counter thing is in the background. Just realized that. Nothing new except the rare. Slither West for 3, you get a 3/2 with flash. Whenever you cast another spell that has flash, you draw a card and each opponent loses 1 life. Pretty good. Alright, Draneth Healer. For 2, you get a 2/2. When you cycle another card, you gain 1 life. Cycling, I think, clearly. Oh, here's one where we missed. Jaganatha, the Wellspring. For 5, you get a 5/5. Oh, as a companion. No card in your starting deck has more than 1 of the same mana symbols in its mana cost. Okay, so you can't have okay. So like anti-devotion. Okay. So it's a legendary, so you can make this into a commander, and then you can put anything you want, because it actually has all 5 down there. So add to this mana can't be spent to pay a generic mana cost. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's going to be a sweet commander card right there, I think. Major commander card. Major. Alright. 12 more. And then there were 12. 12 days of Christmas. My true love gave to me. Ikoria pre-release bundle packs. As many as I could see. Channeled Force for 4 an instant as an additional cost of the spell. Discard X cards. Target player draws X cards. Channel Force deals X damage up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. That sucks. Exile up to 3 target enchantments and cycle. Whoa, Barrier Breach. 3 target enchantments for 3. And they're exiled, so that means you can get rid of the gods. That's crazy. Oh, we got a crazy eye here. Fire Prophecy for 2 an instant. Fire Prophecy deals 3 damage to target creature. You may put a card from your hand onto the bottom of your library. If you do, draw a card. And another ultimatum. Alright. Hidatha Crystal 3. So one of those artifact tri-lands. Alert Heat Bonder for 3. You get a 2/4 Vigilance at the beginning of your end step. Gain 1 life for each creature you control with Vigilance. So Vigilance is kind of cycling and Vigilance. Cycling is more than mutate. They're pushing cycling even more than mutate. Chittering Harvester. For 6, you get a 4/6. Or you can mutate for 5. When this creature mutates, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Ooh. So it's like a multi 3+ player type, real good card. 1/1, not as much value going on there. Brokos Apex of Forever. Forever. Legendary Creature Nightmare with Trample. 6/6. Or you can mutate for 5. You may cast Brokos Apex of Forever from your graveyard using its mutate. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a super sweet ability right there. Just kill it and mutate it back into the field as much as you want. Splendor Mare. 3/3 for 3 with lifelink. And cycling, when you cycle Splendor Mare, put a lifelink counter on a target creature you control. Sweet. And another tri-land. One we haven't gotten before. Frill Scare Mentor. For 3, you get a 3/2. When Frill Scare Mentor enters the battlefield, put a menace counter on target non-human creature you control. And then for 3 and tap, put a 1 counter on each creature you control with menace. That's pretty good. Frostveil Ambush for 5. Instant, tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. Cycling for 1. We already got Luthery the Spell Chaser. So we got 3 of those. We got 3 of those. I mean, how many can you have as companion? Just 1? Suppose you put more in your deck too as well. And then can you have 5 though? 4 in your deck, 1 outside. Alright, Death Oasis Enchantment. Whenever a non-creature you control dies, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then return a creature card with lesser converted mana cost than the creature that died from your graveyard to your hand. Or 1 sacrifice Death Oasis, you gain life equal to that creature's converted mana cost among the greatest creature power you control. Oh, we got one. Winged Fold Pterodon. It's probably trying to shortening for Pterodon. Pterodactyl. So 6 for 3/6. Wingfold Pteron enters the battlefield with your choice of a flying counter or hexproof on it. Oh, there you go. Offspring's Revenge enchantment. At the beginning of your combat, your turn, exile target red, white, or black creature from your graveyard. Create a token that's copy. Except it's a 1/1 against haste. Oh, we already got that one. We've already got it all. Come on. These packs need to start crack-a-lacking with better stuff. Oh, look at that. Complaining you get stuff. Unlikely Aid, that's already there. It's just got new art. Gloomy Pangolin. So for 3, you get a 1/5 vanilla. White Squad combo. When Night Squad combo enters the battlefield, if you attacked this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature with token. So if you just attack it all, you don't have to attack with this. And then we got another was the Triland Artifacts. Hunted Nightmare. We already got that one. That's a good one. Escape Protocol. For 2, whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 1. When you do, exile a target artifact or creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control, so you can bounce it. And another Triland. Really pushing the Trilands and cycling. Main Serval. For 2, you get a 1/4 with Vigilance. This is basically a blocker. Inspired Ultimatum. It's a new one. Target player gains 5 life. Inspired Ultimatum deals 5 damage to any target. Then you draw 5 cards. Not as powerful as that other Ultimatum, but Reconnaissance Mission for 4. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. And cycling for 2. Oh, got a whole 4 of those. All 4 of those. And last deck. We got a legendary creature on our last deck for 6. Garuda, Doom of the Depths. Legendary creature. Demon, I think it says Kraken probably there. Yeah, Demon Kraken says it up here. Oh, it's a companion. Your starting deck contains only cards with even converted mana cost. When Garuda enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into the graveyard. Put a creature card with an even converted mana cost from among those cards onto the battlefield under control. So it's from among those cards, so you could take your opponent's cards too if you wanted. That is a sweet finisher. Finally, that ended on a good one. Garuda, Doom of the Depths. Sweet, sweet card. Well, thanks for watching. Do appreciate that. Have a good day.